So I guess the most significant thing in this picture is my lovely pink cup. Day 2 of a 3-day, 72-hour total fast has come to an evolution with the fasting. So I can't do the no water thing. Like it was killing me today. Yeah, it was too much, and I completely, not defeat, that's how my ego sees it, and there's a lot of fear that I've given into temptation too soon, but at one point I really felt like I was literally, my body was just giving up on me, and then another point I had a really hot bath, and I got out and I passed out, and that was just like, do you know what, you need to have some water because this is not serving you. I resisted and resisted it until 7 o'clock. So as of 7:05, I am now doing a water fast for the next 24 hours, 25 hours, and so just drinking water, and yeah, so I'm gonna really start flushing through my liver and my kidneys. I'm gonna, not overdo it, because again, like going from one extreme to another is not a good idea. So I'm just gonna take a sip of water. This is my water, warm water. Oh, it just you just can't imagine how good it feels to be drinking water again. Like, that was just too intense for me. Like, I'm not a hero. I don't need to prove anything. Thought I needed to do this 72 hours, but I accept when I can't do something and when it's not right for my body, and this kind of fasting is not right for my body. So I think next time I'm going to do like a juice fast or even just a water fast. But no, water is not good for me. So, few notable things from the last 24 hours is like no sleep. Like, I didn't sleep last night. My body was just felt like every single one of my cells was dying and then being reborn, like, constantly. That's what it felt like. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, my heart was racing. I could feel my blood pumping around my body. It was just a crazy night. Like, I couldn't sleep at all. And I had a really great tweet conversation with a friend, and so there's always a benefit to when you can't sleep. Like, I always try and see the good things, and I've been wanting to hook up with this woman for a long time, and so, like, now it's organized and it's going to be really fun breakfast. And obviously I'm gonna do my best to eat something healthy, and keep in mind why I did this detox, and stay committed to my no sugar, no dairy, and I'm sure there'll be something that I can eat. But of course I have my vegetable and fruit juices lined up, ready, good to go. So I would have already drunk one of those and had some of my seed broth. Hopefully the seeds will be ready by Friday morning, hopefully by tomorrow evening. So yeah, my body was going nuts. I couldn't sleep. Every single part of my body was just like contracting and expanding. That's what it felt like, and I just couldn't sleep. My mind wouldn't stop going. Yeah, I've had diarrhea today. I felt very weak. I felt really sick today as well. Like, well, there's obviously nothing in my stomach to come up, so maybe I'm going to be sick. But these are all good things, because this means my body's releasing, it's detoxifying. Yeah, sleep deprivation always makes me feel crazy. Like, I always feel crazy when I don't have enough sleep, and I didn't have any sleep last night, and I had very little sleep the night before. So, yeah, sleep deprivation is just, it makes me feel crazy. And I was developing a crick in my neck, which on my Louise Hay app, it says that, and I already know this because I get cricks in my neck not a lot, but every now and again, because I'm quite stubborn, like that, I'm a Taurus, I'm stubborn. I want to do things when I get an idea in my head. I'm just like, I am doing this, and nothing anyone says or anything anyone tells me is going to make me change my mind. And so I was getting this crick in my neck this morning, and I was like, oh, I know what that means, but I don't want to listen. And then I put this really dramatic post on Facebook, and three different people were like, do you know what, I think you need to drink some water. And then the crick started getting worse, you know, when you get like a pulled muscle in your neck. And Louise Hay kind of says that that means that you're being stubborn and you're not wanting to see somebody else's point of view. But because of the, you know, that kind of dogma, even though I really say that I don't listen to dogma and all those kind of things, like, you know, it was kind of like just that thing about temptation. Is it me giving up too soon, or is it the temptation, or is it something that actually I need to do? But, you know, no, it was guidance, and that was confirmation. So yeah, enough's enough. I know when I need to just take care of myself. But I've had a really good day, very productive. Lying in bed is amazing, the things you can do with the online world now. You know, so I've done lots of video posting, and I've cleared out a lot of space in my phone. So yeah, it's been a really productive day. And I already feel much better now that I've had some water. Like, my mouth is still super dry, as you can probably hear from my voice, but I do feel like I don't feel as weak, and I feel like my body's just saying thank you. It's been really hard. I can't even cry because there's no liquid in my body. Yeah, and so I'm just really proud of myself for doing 47 hours of no fluids, no food, and, you know, this is resetting my immune system. It is recalibrating my body and detoxifying it from all the sugary dairy goodness that I've been eating, and I've lost so much. Like, I've literally got no fat on my body at all now. Like, it's just pure muscle, and I'm losing muscle density as well. So, and that's fine because I'll build it up again. And I've still been doing yoga every day, so that's really helping. So the muscle tissue isn't breaking down too much. It's still, you know, very gentle yoga. So I did the Yoga with Adrian video of yoga for when you're sick, not because I'm sick, but because I'm just needed something very gentle, and I knew that would be very gentle. So I think that's all, really. You know, if I'm honest, I'm mildly disappointed that I didn't do the full 72 hours, but last time I only lasted 24 hours, this time I've lasted 47 hours. So next time I might last 56 or 65 hours, you know, so it's just building it up and just being very present. And when I passed out after I had my bath, it was like, you know, when I used to smoke weed, and it was like when I had a whitey. It was really weird because I haven't had one of those for like 5 years. And, you know, and it was kind of like, wow, that used to be a regular experience for me. And sometimes that was like my goal, was to get so fucked up that I would have a whitey, you know, like drink so much and smoke so much weed that I would have a whitey. And I'm actually going to research about what whitey's about, because, like, you know, it must be some kind of big impact on the brain for you to actually pass out. Like, that's pretty messed up. Um, so yeah, so these periods of fasting is all about, healing my body from that kind of, from those experiences that I've had in the past, and giving my system an opportunity to rest and relax and not work so hard from digesting the food, and really recommitting to my practice of eating well and eating foods that serve my body and being sugar free. And eventually I will find ways of having delicious treats and snacks and I already have them, but it's just when you're out and you go out for dinner and the dessert looks so nice, or they have bread rolls with this lovely butter and stuff like that. So it's just a case of just being prepared and thinking, okay, so I can take a little tub of Vitalite out with me and I can still have a bread roll. Right, that's no biggie. And yes, and also just being very gentle with myself. So yeah, it's end of day 2. Around about 48 hours fast, and I've still got another 24 hours to go until I can eat. And now that I'm drinking water, I think I can do it. Well, I know, like, not eating food, that's gonna be alright for me. I'm glad that I've cancelled like all my appointments and I'm not trying to force myself to do anything or go anywhere. I'm just going to be really gentle with myself this evening, and I'm not watching films or anything, even though like my mind's like, oh, you can sit and watch a film now. It's like, actually no, I'm just going to read, and yeah, just be very gentle with myself because it's been a hard day. So until tomorrow, thank you so much for your lovely comments and for when I posted my dramatic post. And for your concern. I think I've done the right thing to have some water now, and I will continue.